The College of Engineering has partnered with the University of Michigan Educational Theater Company, which we call UMETC, to offer a unique resource for first-year engineering students and their instructors. We understand that one of the challenges new students face is adjusting to work on diverse teams. Because we believe that learning to work effectively on diverse teams is an important attribute of students' experience, we created the Off-Course Theater sketch with UMETC. We had two main goals in mind. The first goal is to provide students with strategies for resolving common dilemmas encountered by teams. And the second goal is to enhance students' perceptions of the value of diversity on student teams.
UMETC operates out of the Office of New Student Programs. First-year engineering students are already familiar with UMETC from our performances during their summer orientation. With Off Course, we have designed an interactive theater sketch that features a diverse student team working on a real engineering project and dealing with common team dilemmas. The program begins by having students individually reflect on personal experiences with teams. Then they watch the sketch and see a series of ineffective team interactions. Next, the students dialogue with each other and the characters, having a chance to get into the minds of the student actors, and they debrief the issues in pairs and as a class. Finally, they generate effective teamwork strategies as a class. Students are able to really take an in-depth look at what makes an effective team in a way that is interactive and fun. UMETC actors are U of M undergraduate students, and the discussions are facilitated by UMETC Director and New Student Programs Professional Staff Member Callie McKee.
UMETC has been presenting Off Course in engineering classrooms since the winter of 2007. Here's what instructors who have had UMETC in their class have to say.
With the drama sketch, it's possible for the students to learn ahead of actually seeing it happen. Here's not just what the scary cognitive portions are, but all the things that go sideways. And as the drama sketch actually points out, it doesn't just derail the project a little bit, it doesn't just derail it by a lot, it stops it altogether. And a large part of it is the emotional part, the thing we take for granted. How do we teach that? How do we show the students what that's like? And I think pretty much the only vehicle for the students' experience, short of actually acting it out by themselves, is to see it play out in a drama. You can't get the nuances of anger, upset, of frustration simply by reading about it. If you see people who are just like you, you're more prone to say, you know what, I don't think I want to do that. And that's why I like engaging these drama sketches.
I think that the teamwork sketch is effective because I've noticed my students using more empathetic language when they're actually working on their teams. They haven't been able to do that as much before we were using the sketch. They often would possibly have complaints about team members, and now instead of that they seem to use more understanding language where they'll actually investigate if there is a problem and find out if the person is sick or why they're not participating before they come to us and state that they have a problem.
The students need to be taught acceptable conduct during teamwork, and the only way we teach them, aside from actually sitting in their meetings and watching them, is to model it and say, this is what we don't want, and this is what we do want.
When the students watch the performance, I think that it's very valuable that they're able to interact with the actors as well as have a lot of their questions answered about the sketch and also about problems and issues that have come up. And I think that they're not able to do that in a discussion format where we would just provide guidelines.
Cindy Finelli of the Center for Research on Learning and Teaching North conducted a student survey in Engineering 100 classes to test the effectiveness of the sketch in meeting its goals.
We administered the survey at the beginning of the term, before the sketch, and again at the very end of the term. Students in 9 sections of Engine 100 saw the sketch and completed the survey. Students in 5 control sections of Engine 100 also completed the survey, but they did not see the sketch. Analysis of the survey shows that the sketch was successful in meeting both of its goals. These plots illustrate that students who saw the sketch achieved impressive gains in ability to address common team dilemmas. These students felt significantly more able to address an issue around a lack of communication, a lack of a clear plan of action, or a lack of unity after seeing the sketch than they did at the beginning of the term. This isn't true for students in the control group. Students who saw the sketch also showed significant gains in overall capacity to address common team dilemmas, but students in the control group didn't. And the sketch also meets the second goal regarding students' perceptions of diversity on student teams. At the end of the term, students who saw the sketch placed significantly more importance on teams having diverse membership and on the value of taking different roles for different projects than they did at the beginning of the term. This isn't true for students who didn't see the sketch.
Teamwork is a critical component of engineering work in industry, and it's something that we emphasize here at the University of Michigan. I've actually watched this theater sketch myself, and I strongly endorse it. I think the students get a lot out of it. It makes them think deeply about teamwork, and I think it changes how they go about their work together. I strongly endorse this program, and ideally I'd like for every Michigan engineering student to participate in this theater sketch.
The project description says that each person is supposed to be able to explain each part of the project during our presentation.
It's fine. I'll catch everyone up later. So then, we'll just mount the sensors on the car. So what, we solder them on? Yeah.
Really? Well, then I'll do that part. I would like to get more experience soldering.
I don't know. I mean, if you've never done it...
To book the off-course sketch for your classroom, or if you have any questions about off-course, contact UMetc Director Callie McKee at umetc@umich.edu.